Hello, beautiful heart. How are you? I am Dr. Denae, the Awakening Doctor, here to do today's YCAL energy reading. If you don't know what YCAL is, it stands for Your Cells Are Listening. All right, let's get into this. Today is the new moon in Pisces, and we are in March. This new moon in Pisces is carrying forth still from February the theme of love and going within, learning self-love on a deeper level, connecting with unconditional love and releasing the conditional matrix type of love. Okay. Focus and then act. Be patient. I know, that's not an easy one. I know. I'm hearing someone say, I've been patient. How much longer? Honey, as long as it takes. Divine timing does not go by our timing, but it's divine timing because when it shows up, it is perfect. It's even better than you could have thought. And hint, here's a little hint, guys. What takes longer is our thoughts about it and our thoughts about being patient. We are the ones who get in the way every single time. It's not God withholding from you, the universe withholding, because at the moment that you set your intention or say, I am, because I am is the name of God in action, or you set your intention to manifest whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The universe goes to work on your behalf to bring that to you. There is delays because of all the density and negative habitual thinking that it needs to go through. Now, it could easily go through it if you had your thoughts and feelings in the right place about it. In other words, not on it, not thinking about it, knowing that the universe is bringing it to you. But instead, the old programming, and guys, don't go easy on yourself, because February brought up a lot of things to the surface that need to be released and cleared. And if you pull back the veils on all of it and look at it from a root or cellular level, it brought up all the 3D matrix conditional love. You're not a being of conditional love. You're a being of unconditional love. But that feels so scary and foreign because you haven't been living that. You were taught unconditional, or you were taught conditional love, love that hurts, love that's controlling, love that says, well, if you love me, you'll do this. And guys, there's no judgment again. We all have that programming, every single one of us, because it's the matrix programming. That's what this awakening is about. It's about divorcing ourselves from that humanness, that human consciousness thinking of good and bad, judging, fear, doubt, all of that. Okay. Let your emotions flow. For those of you that have been pushing down emotions, feeling resistance, not wanting to look at it, putting it off to the side, like I'm just seeing like somebody putting a book off to the side, like, okay, I'll get to you in a little bit. I do want to read you, but I kind of don't, like, on the surface saying you want to read it, but for whatever reason you really don't. Next thing you know, you're putting more books on top of it to where you forget about it, and you get distracted and you go on with other things. That book representing feelings, that's another way of repressing them. A lot of times we repress them and don't realize it just because we don't know what to do with them, or we feel lost, or numb, melancholy about it. But what we're actually doing is we're stopping the flow. So looking at this with focus and then act, she's looking up. Focus and then act, be patient, let your emotions flow. Focus and then act. This is all about manifestation. You focus with your intent, your thoughts and feelings. You get rid of doubt and fear about what you want. Visualize what you want. Hold the highest truth for it. Set that intention, let it go. Because letting it go is acting. In other words, releasing it over to the universe. I describe it as like the cosmic restaurant. You go into the restaurant and you sit down, you're focusing on the menu, you're focusing on what you want to eat. So you do this in your own life. You focus on what you want to manifest, visualize it, feel it, then act. And in action, you release it to the universe. Using the restaurant example, you would give the waitress your order. That's acting. Then you have to be patient. You sit at your table, you get into conversation, even if you're eating alone, read something, whatever. Get your mind off of what you want to manifest. Are you sitting there in the restaurant wondering, thinking, did the waitress enter the order right? How did she enter it? What type of device does she use? And then if she did enter it, what is the chef doing? How long does the chef take? Let me go back there and see where my food is. I sure hope you're not doing that. But in a restaurant, but are you doing that in your mind and your emotions regarding what you want to manifest? When's this coming? Why isn't it coming? Da 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 da. You got to be patient and know. You know what? You put in your order. Your order is going to come back to you, and it will come back to you faster if you go with the flow. You've put in your intention, you put in your order. If you're feeling or having any doubt, fear, overanalyzing about what you're wanting to manifest, let that flow. Don't attach to any of it. This is the point where it's time for you to discipline your mind and say, no, no, no. In every moment, I can think negative or positive. Where my attention goes, my energy flows. So I'm just going to sorry guys, a bunch of messages started to come in. So I'll show you guys these in a minute. I'm looking at the Moon and the Magician. Judgment reversed again. Holy moly. So here we go. Another week where the theme is continuing. This is episode Wednesday on the moon. This is a Piscean card. But it's also about the hidden. It is about emotions. In the Magician. Guys, you have everything you need to manifest what you want. More of what you don't want has been coming in, one, to get you to this point so you can shift your focus. The choice is always up to you. And here's the thing. When you're in altered ego doesn't want you to hear the truth. It doesn't want you to see things a different way. So a lot of times it blocks you from hearing the message. All right. I want to keep going. So you're in this energy of, it does feel like you kind of feel lost. You're not seeing things clearly. You feel like there's something you're not seeing, but you are trying to move forward, but it feels like there's a lot of over analyzing going on, a lot of trying to solve the issue or change your perspective from the overthinking. It feels like you are with judgment in reverse. You're judging yourself, you're judging others, but it just feels like the 5 human habits: judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, and shame. You are sitting in that. And the more that you could sit here and tell me, no, Denae, I'm not doing that towards me. It's so-and-so. So-and-so did this. But if you just knew what I went through and this so-and-so and that so-and-so, yada, 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 you're doing it towards them. That means you are doing it to yourself first, and that has to play out in your life. This has to do with love and foundations. This is the 4 of Wands in reverse. Your foundation has been rocked, and it could be multiple foundations. This could be love, career, friends, family, the whole shebang. Because if you guys have been following me and watching the readings, you've seen this build throughout February intensely. This foundation, these foundations crumbling down, have you feeling stuck? Have you feeling, the word numb just keeps coming up, and You know, in speaking with actually a few people the last 3 days, in my personal readings and sessions, I keep hearing that word repeatedly. Each person has been using this word. So here's the thing. I know when we can feel numb inside, that can be scary. You know, that leads to so many different things. But I want you to look at this card, the Seven of Cups. This is one of the prettiest Seven of Cups I've ever seen. And for me, this, yes, of course, Seven of Cups traditionally is about options. And this definitely is about options. But none of the options, there's no good or bad in the options. It's about a choice. And this numbness, all of this that has been coming up, and remember what I said at the beginning, the root being conditional love. You learned in childhood the 3D love, the toxic love, and that it's painful. Now all this is coming up. Experiences, situations are justifying that belief, because here's the thing. The universe always gives back to you what you vibrate. So if that's where you're vibrating, you are going to get more situations and people like that to validate that. The point where you need to change that is in your thoughts. It's literally in your mind. You have a thought. Thoughts are neither true or false. They just are. And thinking makes it so. Okay. So, you know, this with the full moon here, we've got the moon here. Look, there's that same full moon. We've got two different energies experiencing this full moon. She's moving forward even though she doesn't have all the answers. This is in this reading where you're in that numbness state, not sure what to do, what to think, where to go. Thinking is going to keep you stuck, because look, Two of Swords. You need to make a choice. She's blindfolded, and this is perfect because your mind doesn't have your answers. Your heart has your answers. But if you have had your heart closed off for so long and all this stuff has been going on, if you haven't seen yesterday's reading about the heart chakra, go watch that, because that ties in. It'll help give you more information and tips on how to move through this. This is about being overwhelmed and not wanting to make a choice, because no matter what choice you make, it is going to be a new adventure. It is going to be good. You just have to decide. You have to make this choice. Are you going to stay in altered ego, defeat, anger, pain, numbness, whatever it is for you? Or are you going to move away from that and say, no, no more. I'm going to take all this pain, heartache, defeat, whatever, and I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to use it to my advantage and springboard into my new story, my new life, my new adventure. And when you make this choice to not feed this energy anymore, go in a new direction you've never gone before, think things you've never thought before, see things the way you've never seen them before, being truthful with yourself first, because the more honest you can be with yourself, the more you're going to attract people who will be honest with you. We attract people based on how we see and feel about ourselves. So if you're attracting people who aren't truthful or upfront, where are you not being truthful and upfront with yourself? That's a gentle reminder. All right, I want to wrap this up. I really like this energy. I know for many of you, it's intense right now. I am sending you angels to be by your side, oceans of love and support as you go through this. I'm holding open the door for you so you can walk through, pick a cup, and keep moving forward. New thoughts. Move away, sail away from any old toxic thinking and beliefs. Yeah, look, Ace of Swords. New beginning, brand new beginning. And this comes after you make that choice to change how you think and feel about yourself and others. But you got to do it with you first. But this is amazing. I love how the crown is on there and the blade is very shiny and there's electricity coming off of it. You have amazing things wanting to get to you. Not only do they want to get to you, they want to overtake you. Like a flood rushing in. You have a flood of unconditional love, happiness, joy, peace, and abundance trying to get to you. It's your own stinking thinking about it that's keeping it away. And guys, again, no judgment. We all do this. This is the process. This is the journey of awakening. There is a journey. There are levels to this. And each level, you face a different part of yourself, a different limiting belief, because you are an infinite being in an infinite universe. We forever will be students and teachers. Yeah, adjustments are required. You need to adjust your thinking and your perception. Communication is key. All right, let's get one of these. Don't forget with the new moon energy to do some sort of new moon ritual for you. It could just even be a salt bath. It could just be being outside under the moon. Put your hands over your heart and just tell yourself, I love you. I love you. And release anything, any energy in your body that doesn't support that. All right, so all of you and none of me. Give me a couple cards. Reflect on your priorities. Are you making your healing and your energy space a priority? And guys, no shame or guilt or judgment if you're not ready to move past this. That just means there's more keys or lessons for you to get in this situation. We are all on different timelines. Don't ever let anybody tell you that, your timeline is wrong. It may not be their timeline, but it's not supposed to be. It's yours. But be discerning, because you don't want to sit in your diaper too long, because many people get addicted to the victim. They get addicted to being the victim. Yeah, clear your mind. Clear your mind today. This is a great thing to do with a new moon. All right, beautiful heart. I hope that gave you some clarity and some insight As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love. Namaste. Bye-bye.